Do you have those cigarettes? That image for the cigarettes, Zach? Can you pull that up?
Are these the Canadian like death sticks?
Yeah. So I guess they finally got the law changed a bit, and now now every smoke in Canada is going to say poison in every puff on the filter. I think that's the filter. It's hard to tell because it's all white.
It looks like the filter. Yeah, it's pretty hardcore.
But I think they're going to have different warnings. I would assume different warnings on the filter itself of each individual cigarette. Like I remember the first time I saw Canadian cigarettes, like back when we did one of those paintball trips.
Yeah.
And what's his name had some. I'll be honest, I thought it was cool. I was like, damn, wish you brought me a pack. Like because you're not scaring me with that. You're not scaring me with that because I don't know. The news media has lied to me for decades about what's healthy and what's not healthy. Oh my God, fucking cell phones were going to give me brain cancer and the ozone layer was going to melt us all and the ice caps. And look, I just don't think cigarettes are that bad for you. Look, they're bad for you. You smoke them your whole fucking life. Nobody ever smoked cigarettes for 10 years and got sick. I don't believe it.
If you wanted to stop people from smoking, Kyle, would it be more effective to make them more phallic? You know, like to make them head on there.
No, we wouldn't care. We're getting there's oral fixation going on anyway. And look, especially in Canada, they're woke as fuck. They'd love to suck that little dick.
I think I might be more interested in smokers if that was it. There's a subreddit towards it. Just
like, my girlfriend has a penis like this too, eh?
I feel progressive. Yeah, that's what they do. I mean, I think it's enough is enough.
Smokes.
How much do smokers need to be bullied? They know it's bad for them. Don't need to put nasty photos on there that the rest of us have to look at the gas station.
I'm a huge fan of getting smokers away from me. I don't like it when my clothes smell like smoke. I don't like breathing your smoke. It's not a personal decision. It's you're making a decision on my behalf when you stink up the restaurant.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to be part of your stink. I agree.
But on the other hand, if you want to, you can do meth. I don't really care.
That probably smells terrible. Yeah. You ever smell meth?
Is it like cat urine? No, I've never smelled meth.
Like ammonia?
Oh, I don't know what it smells like.
Yeah.
I read online.
Smells it every weekend.
So the smell was a big plot point in Breaking Bad, and online they said it smells like cat urine.
I've heard like vinegary. I've heard cat piss, and I've heard just plasticky, melting, chemically smells. Who knows? That's just not for me, man. I would do heroin before meth. I think.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Especially you just like snort a little bit of it.
I feel like you get a lot done if you were a responsible meth head.
What's the one you do on a spoon? You burn on a spoon.
Heroin.
See, that process leaves a really, I don't know. The dirty spoon feels low class to me. Along with, does that involve tinfoil too?
There are different ways to smoke to imbibe, but you could freebase. That's when we got the torch, the aluminum foil, got a little tube in her mouth.
Mm-hmm. You just smoke opium. Yeah.
You get one of them old timey opium pipes, like a fucking cowboy, which is God. I would love to get high on that.
You go to China and just laze around in one of those dens.
I would do nothing but that until I died in China.
In China in an opium
I bet that's
den.
the best drug. I bet it tastes good too, and you get some like really cheap Asian prostitutes. Anyway, and then you also see people inject the heroin, right? Like straight into their vein. That's when the spoon and the lighter stuff comes into play.
That you injection is for someone who's so
yeah.
But I think injection is like the end of the line where like that's the most intense way you can do it. Of course. Injecting. So like
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, what is more intense than that? Injecting drugs directly into your bloodstream.
Top way. That's how I
injected into my brain.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what lion's mane is?
It's a mushroom.
Yeah, it's a mushroom.
What is the effect it's supposed to have?
I don't know. It's supposed to be good for you in some kind of way.
Did you get a shipment of lion's mane products?
Yeah. Did you also?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
hold off on those for now.
Yeah.
Not hold off on eating them. Just hold off on talking about them for now.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So some other show?
Yeah, because it's sponsored that we need to probably coordinate on.
I just don't know what it does or how. I had
it's a fraction amazing things if it's one of our sponsors, Woody. God.
True fact.
Be careful on those. You might get like super strong and sexy or something.
Might get too healthy. Again. Even stronger.
Yeah.
With my mushrooms. Yeah. I mean, I have heard the lion's made mushroom thing many times, but I don't actually know anything about it yet. Like other than what I see from like Derek type videos where he mentions shit like that and is like, oh, the data for lion's mane is some people claim this, but the reality is it improves this, but not to the extent that you would like kind of like every Derek video where he's like, there is truth here, but not what you think. And it's like, oh yeah, this does seem more real now. Like it's actually not someone injecting, you know, fucking caffeine into their bicep every day.
When Derek sees someone that looks saucy as fuck, I wish he dove in head first a little more recklessly. You know, he'll be like,
calling him out.
The Rock, maybe. Yeah, I don't know for sure. And it's like, really? Fucking I know. You know, The Rock, I can't
Gabby Garcia.
Wolverine's name right now. Wolverine.
Oh, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman. He's like on the fence, if I recall, on Hugh Jackman being on steroids. And it's like, really? And he's like, really? He was just lean. He wasn't that big. But he was old. And he looked better in every movie, right?
Yeah.
Like
The first one, he had 6 weeks notice. So he just like, you know, I lifted some weights, but Jesus, what can you do?
6 weeks.
Is that true?
Yeah. He had like no notice. So he's just like regular dude in the first one. He goes, "Hurr!" And you're like, nah. You're like Boogie at a gas station, intimidating. Like, you're not getting it done. You're like small Jackman. You're Hugh not so Jackman. It's not working for him at all. But by the end, by like that last, maybe Logan's not his peak, but I think maybe Wolverine 3 or whatever, whichever one where he's like fighting in Japan, and he's fighting like a samurai mech suit guy or whatever. He's huge in that thing.
Yeah.
Like he gets real big. No, I've always seen people like talking about him actually doing like some of the harder steroids to get that look that he's got, because it's so fucking intense.
I wish he had Trenkov all movie long just to prove it.
I've heard about the guy that plays Thor and like how much CGI and makeup it takes to hide his back knee.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're saying that like because he'd be like full blown like right after a cycle filming, and they said his back knee would be so bad that there was like CGI and caked on makeup, which is crazy what they can do with CGI. It seems like just make him look big.